I'm trying to beat my friends' records on every single time trial map in Hill Climb Racing 2. I left off at Spring City, and starting with Rubberist, the time to beat was 20.855. I'm at a point where I can get decent times with Muscle Car because I have mastery, so I decided to start there. I'm always hesitant about Kanga setups in time trials, and this run looked too precise, so I gave it a lousy attempt and then very happily switched to the classic brain rot setup. I didn't put much thought into this first run, and it was pretty choppy, but I still got sub 20 seconds, which was enough to get under race time. I planned to use some different vehicles on this map, but I wanted to see how much time I could shave off of Muscle Car without going back to the Kangaroo setup. I noticed a lot of coin pockets grouped with the fuels, and I wanted to try to utilize that instead of wings. It only took a couple attempts to make a smoother run, shaving off a little less than a second. It seemed like I wasn't so far away from the top 1000 with Muscle Car, so I figured I would try for that before switching to another vehicle. At first it was hard to do this run consistently, but I kept getting faster and faster by playing the map in a more consistent way. 10 minutes later, I swapped coin boost out for wings, which was enough to pick up my speed after the last hill, getting my time down to 18.3, barely getting into the top 1000. With Muscle Car done, of course I had to give it a try with Rotator. At first I tried to copy the Muscle Car strategy, but after a few minutes, I saw some wheelie potential and changed my setup. I realized it would be best to do wheelie near the start, and even though I didn't really do it on this run, I still improved my old Rotator time by 4 seconds. I took a look at the leaderboard and saw how easily I could get top 1000, so my goal was to get closer to top 500. I switched wings in for fuel boost because I figured I would get enough speed already by combining nitro and wheelie boost. So then I got a better wheelie at the start and boosted just before the downhill, and I landed on this next flat part and accidentally wheelied again, but it got me much further forward, and that made me think that double wheeling could actually be a good strategy. I went back to fuel boost, and after getting a double wheelie here, I decided to start going along this hill instead of trying to skip it, which made an improvement. This wasn't enough for top 1000 yet, but I knew I was heading in the right direction. I improved the end segment of this map, which got my time below 20 seconds, and it got me into the top 600. I thought I could do better, so I kept trying, and soon after, I had a run where I accidentally flipped over. That's when a light bulb went off in my head. Almost 2 months ago, when I first unlocked Rotator Mastery, I did some runs on a bit plane, and there was a specific strategy I was using on the world's fastest animal.
After you get a good start and you land correctly, okay, this is good, but then I need to land low, like this.
The reason I showed that clip is because I got the overcharged turbo boost and flipped over just afterward. I wanted to replicate this on Rubberist. I already saw how good this could be just on the first try, but when you do this type of strategy, it's better for brain to be at level 20 so you can keep your momentum when you land. It took me a while to figure out the beginning timing, where I had to put together a good wheelie and a nitro, and then follow that up with the overcharged turbo and upside down landing. Once I got the hang of that, I was consistently ahead of my old run. The next part was figuring out the best way to get over the hill in the last 100 meters. What I ended up doing was flying off this hill and getting enough airtime to skip the start of the part at 100 meters. I also got lucky with how the small wheel hit the ground. So lucky, in fact, that I actually beat my Muscle Car time. 18.292 seconds, which was 2,733rd all time and 163rd on the Rotator ranking, well surpassing my goal of top 500. I also took a few attempts with Hoverbike, which did not go well. However, that's good foreshadowing for the next map. So I called it there for Rubberist and moved on to Heat Club. But since my time was already the best, I wanted to try to get ranked again and then also move on to a less popular strategy with a different vehicle. I did my first run with the same setup I'd used for the last map, but seeing all these straight floating roads made me think it would be a low fuel level. So here, I'd either want to get up at the start or sometime before the halfway point of the level. I tried this out with Muscle Car, using thrusters and jump shocks to get up to the first platform. This was fine until I realized that my fuel wouldn't last the whole level. I also solved the problem of not being able to get onto the second platform, but it just seemed like this wasn't the best idea, so I decided it was time to break out the Hoverbike. I always like low fueling with the Hoverbike because the thrusters are pretty strong, but there's also a good balance between fuel consumption and how long the gas tank lasts. At first, I didn't really need all the tuning parts. I just wanted to figure out the best path. Basically, I knew I would have to move really quickly the whole time or refuel mid-map, but both of those options didn't really seem ideal. After trying the level a few times, it seemed better to not use so much fuel in the beginning and save the low fuel boost for the second platform. I really thought this could work, but after the second straightaway, I needed to figure out how to get through the last 200 meters or so of the map. I got this pretty good bounce a few attempts later, which got me onto the last platform, and I had just enough fuel to push me to the end, and I also nitro just before the last drop, then collecting a fuel and finishing the level. This run wasn't ranked all time, but it was 59th for the Hoverbike. I was super surprised and knew my run wasn't optimized yet. Also, I wasn't so far off from my personal best with the Muscle Car, and I wondered if I could beat it. Now, there are a few things for me to do. First off, I could definitely get away with using more fuel at the start, and also tilting myself forward to get a lead against my ghost. Second, I'd keep some momentum if I landed better after getting off the first platform. Third, I wanted to start using the low fuel a bit earlier on the middle platform, that way I could build more speed speed sooner. And lastly, I wanted to spend less time in the air before landing on the final platform. The first two were pretty easy. I was consistently getting ahead on the start and staying ahead moving into the next platform. The issue came at the end of the map where I really wasn't consistent. In taking so many attempts, I was paying more and more attention to other parts of the level. For example, this part, the first fuel. In all my other attempts, I'd completely skipped it, but it actually seemed like there could be a viable strategy here. It was just hard to land in this pocket well and then follow it up by getting onto the second road. Unfortunately, I did give up on this strategy because I just couldn't replicate the start frequently enough, and the old method was already pretty promising. Going back to that, I was having the hardest time with this hill. I would be way ahead of my ghost the whole time except when I got there. After getting more used to that landing, I was able to take off more than a second and a half from the run. This was now not just my personal best over the muscle car, but it was also ranked 19th for Hoverbike. On top of that, it seemed really doable to get top 10,000 overall. Only a few attempts later, I again got a better time, getting me into 9,856th all time, and moving ahead 2 spots with Hoverbike. Even with that good of a ranking, I seemed to lose a lot of speed at the end, and if I could find a way to consistently land in this dip and carry my momentum on, that would get even more time off the clock. However, I'd had enough and wanted to try one more vehicle before going on to the next map. I really don't think of Glider as a time attack vehicle, and it's really not, which is exactly why I wanted to see what it could do here. Because Glider can get to any height pretty easily, it seemed like Kangaroo would do the job. I had a run that I thought was fine enough, but I didn't understand how the all-time bests were 10 seconds faster. For Whip Clash, I kind of have a lot of progress to make. It looks like there's a lot of beast and motocross mastery. Let's just do a preliminary run, kind of not try, just see what happens. Alright, I missed 2 of the fuels, but this time is definitely improved. Already a bit closer. So that was the first fuel that I missed. I just got now. Let me boost here. Alright, I'm missing that one, but this is also going to be improvement, I think. Huge improvement, actually. So I've already beaten this. Let me do the muscle car a handful more times and see what I can get. Maybe I'll change the setup and then I'm going to move on to a different vehicle. I've found a much better way to go over the bridge. So basically we boost here, then aim down and go like this. That gets me way ahead, and I don't even think I need to collect that fuel. I think I just go like this to the end of the level. Okay, of course I have to get that fuel. Yeah, I keep improving this. I always end up missing one of the fuels though. I'm way ahead on this one. This is really good. I just beat it by a second. I'm top 1000 muscle car. I'm wondering now, what if we go rally car? I think I can do the same thing with Superbike here. It's actually, I don't think it's gonna be faster, but at the beginning it seems like it beats it. Alright, this was a pretty bad first attempt. I'm far off, but I think I can get top 1000. Alright, I don't really know how to do after the bridge here. Like, do I just boost and try to land in? Oh, this is good. Wait, this is a lot better. Okay. I missed the last fuel though. It's actually a lot better. If I collect the last fuel, this might be possible. Wings instead of coin boost. I think I want to try this way. Wait, never mind with the Superbike. What if for the muscle car, I take off coin boost and go wings? I think my strategy is going to be land on this fuel that I'd been skipping. Something like this. This might not beat it though. I don't know if I'm supposed to get the last fuel. Could that be better? I think the key to this is going to be a really good landing to that fuel that I've been skipping. I've got 2 problems now. My start keeps being bad, and I also cannot land in that. I can't land in this place here well. Wait, I know how to do this. I need to wait for the bridge at the beginning to tip slightly more up. So I got to be a bit slower. Then here we go. Now I'm higher up. Aim down. Something like this. The fact that I actually explained it while I was doing it. All right. Oh, I tilted weirdly, but that improved it. This must be the record strategy. 888th now. Yeah, that's basically how he does it, right? Yeah, of course we're gonna try with this. Wait, let me put my brain down. Interesting, for Rotator, I'm way too high on that first fuel. Is there any chance I can land straight into the second? Nah, definitely not. I think I just have to aim down a bit. Yeah, this isn't bad. Oh, this was actually a pretty good landing. Nah, I take it back. Yeah, this can be improved. All right, so because I get high up, I land too far back on the bridge, so it doesn't tilt up and shoot me really high up. What if I take off wings? Let's see what coin boost does. Actually, maybe it's just start boost, because I'm starting so slow. Whoa, wait. I don't know. I'll give coin boost a few more tries and then I'm going to see what start boost does. This got me out faster. Wait, would flipping over be better? I just want to try this once. No, alright, I'm not doing this. Oh, I just lowered suspension. That got me there faster. That could be the way to go. Actually, I don't think it matters. Wait, this is exactly what I want. Not exactly, but pretty close. Yeah, I messed that up, of course, though. I kind of forgot I was supposed to tilt down, but because I got that fuel, improved. Is this any good? 620th. I gotta figure out what the strat is. This is a really weird run. Not at all like what I was trying to do. Oh, I didn't beat it though. Just seeing what start boost does. The bridge landing there was definitely better, and I bet I can get here more consistently. Let's see. I think doing it with start boost is going to be easier, but there's more potential doing it with coin boost. Actually, that got me really far ahead. Hold on. I mean, this is bad, but yeah, I'll give this a bunch of attempts. This is actually a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Oh, this is a good one. I just need to land in here now. Oh no, I don't know how to aim it correctly. And it's like 1 in every 10 tries I land right on the bridge. Alright, I just want to see if level 20 brain can make a difference. I'm just looking for any way that can make this boost here and then landing on the bridge more consistent. This is better, but I'm way too high. Yeah, I really can't figure this one out. I'd really like to improve this, but it's gonna have to be good enough. Oh, Fury Road. I've got 3 seconds to make up. Oh, it seems like Rotator might be the way to go here. What is this map? I don't know this map. Okay, the strat is just skip everything. Oh, and land on the roof. Wait, oh, I do know this map. Hold on. Okay, first go, I got 20 seconds. I missed 1 or 2 fuels though. I was just randomly doing a level. I kind of forgot to replay. Hold on. So we get a wheelie jump sort of here, and then we boost before the water. Oh, that's a really tight collecting of the fuel. All right, so we go here. This is good so far. Boost. So we go here, boost. From the replay, it seemed like brain might be up. Can't really tell though. Do I actually get the fuel? Oh, no way. I forgot what to do though. I know I need to get that fuel. This will be an improvement, it's fine. By quite a bit, actually. Honestly, the beginning is quite hard. Wheeling and getting far enough here. Oh, this is good. Wait. I just keep hitting this bump, which I need to not do. Okay, boom. How do I do this part though? I do not know. Actually, I might be able to beat this. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, I can't compete with this. He's just getting out so much faster than I do. Alright, this is the closest attempt I've had. Oh, this was... How? Oh, this could be it. No. Oh, this might be... No. Here we go, here we go. Here we freaking go. Am I too high? Come on. Alright, at least I beat it. 5.7k. Oh, it could be so much better. Oh, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Surely, right? Please make it up. No! Alright, again, this is promising. That one looked really powerful. Yes! Oh my gosh. Does it even do it by that much? No. Wow. 4.7 all time, 235 rotator. I'll take it. Real quick, I want to try hoverbike. My plan is going to be to fly to the last fuel and then low fuel on the bridge at the end. Alright, first try was bad. Or first completed try, I mean. Sort of close to 1,000. Alright, this attempt was better. Yeah, I don't know the proper strategy here. Wait, I think I know what to do. Oh, totally new strategy since I last... spoke. Okay, this is gonna actually be improved. So I go up here. Alright, this was bad, but it was better. 428th hoverbike. I've again kind of found a faster way. Maybe not. What if I hold the fuel at the beginning off of this bridge, and then once I'm here, I nitro? Is there any chance I can get up to here like that? Better again. 65th, that's pretty good. Alright, I actually just beat it by going under the bridge. That was really weird. Oh, I just had a really good idea. Wait, I don't need magnet, and I go flip boost. Okay, this is insanely good, I think. Look at this. Oh! Yeah, this could be good. This could be the run of all time. If I don't die here. Dude. Alright, hear me out. No way this works. I'm gonna be so slow here. No! Alright, it was still better. This is goated if I get the fuel at the end. Oh, this landing was basically perfect. Oh, this could be goated. Let's go. 30th. Oh, this run would have done it if I got the fuel. This could be the one. Oh, I keep missing the fuel. I'm so far ahead. Alright, I can't get it. Oh, come on. Very small improvement. Alright, another improvement. Oh, really barely again. Oh! So it's the next day, and looking back on this, I stayed up way too late and wasn't happy with my last run, but 26 with this wacky strategy doesn't seem so bad now. But yeah, that's all for this video. I'm kind of busy with school at the moment, but I'm going to try to keep improving my videos and my style. I feel like I'm kind of going somewhere with all of this. Thanks for the support recently. See you guys.